The cybersecurity compliance automation platform from Software MSP is designed to assist your organization from the initial assessment to identification of gaps and deficiencies, and all the way through the certification process done by third-party auditors, with ongoing monitoring and alerting built in to ensure continuous compliance with minimal manual intervention required. While we have the ability to work with virtually any framework, including SOC 2, ISO, various NIST frameworks, even ones like FedRAMP or HIPAA, today's quick demonstration covers the CMMC framework for DoD contractors, as some newly released regulations have pushed businesses to prioritize this certification in order to maintain their DoD contracts. So let's jump in. As you can see here, we're on a simulated customer environment. You can see in this particular instance, there's a number of compliance frameworks that are being certified or implemented by this organization. Again, for the purposes of our conversation today, we'll skip through this initial dashboard, jump right into the CMMC Level 2 assessment dashboard for this organization, and show you some things that stand out about the product. At the dashboard here, obviously, you can see some quick glimpses into various tasks, issues, or incidents that may, draw your attention and be things that have to be prioritized in order for you to get through this certification. But then down below, of course, some assessments that we've simulated for this particular instance, so we can take you through a quick glimpse of what that looks like, as well as all of the controls that are being addressed for this particular framework. As you can see, over 100 controls in this particular instance for CMMC Level 2. Additionally, though, before we get into some of the assessment details here, we have some nice charts and dashboards on the surface that you can quickly glimpse to see the overall quote unquote maturity of the organization in terms of compliance to this particular framework. Any deficiencies that have been identified by the assessment will be called out here. Now, that assessment is a pretty comprehensive process that we have the ability to assist with if your organization does not have internal resources to support. But it's going to go through a full scope of all of the various controls and evidence that have to be gathered for this particular framework that you may be working through. You'll have the ability to connect, all of your current vendors, so we can quickly get a glimpse into your current cybersecurity schema and posture through what you may already be using today to make some of the evidence gathering and process of completing this assessment that much easy. But as you can see, we go through many steps, gather all of the necessary artifacts and evidence, and then we're able to provide that assessment, essentially a report card as to where your business is at today in terms of compliance against this framework. I can identify the risks to the organization based on these compliance controls, and I easily identify, the higher priority items that would need our attention. A slightly different view of that same type of risk matrix in this particular instance, just a different view of the same sort of data. Now, where our organization felt the current tools stopped too soon is that the solutions today essentially provide you with a report card of what's wrong with your organization in terms of your cybersecurity posture or solutions as it relates to the particular framework you're looking to be compliant around. They stop there. They do not assist your organization with actually filling those gaps with the appropriate solutions and services to help you gain compliance much more efficiently and much more at a much more cost-effective manner. So as you can see here, we can simply start selecting cards off of this marketplace-like screen. And as we click, you're going to see that SPRS score increasing, the deficiencies being addressed. We can actually look right into the card here based on the benefits that we've outlined and show you based on this particular situation, how many controls are addressed by this particular product, what the effect on the risk reduction is, as well as the effect on the increase in SPRS score, as well as any cost and setup time or setup fee associated with that particular service or solution. Now, we've also made it quite easy for an organization or a third party that might be assisting your organization to quickly remediate all the gaps by simply selecting a plan button at the top here. We could go based on the lowest cost option that gets you to a passable score and addresses the necessary deficiencies, or something that implements more rapidly in a more fast manner, as well as something that's a simpler type deployment option. It may not be the fastest, it may not be the lowest cost, but might have the simplest in terms of implementation and setup. Now from here, I don't want to implement one of those plans and fill our system with more data, but I'll select one that we've completed and quote unquote implemented previously. So you can see here what a plan would look like, right? Total cost per year for this particular assessment, how much the setup fee is, the estimated implementation and setup time for that particular solution set, as well as we can see all 18 deficiencies have been addressed by these solutions, and we've increased our SPRS score up to the maximum of 110. We look forward to speaking with your organization if you have any interest in learning more about our compliance automation platform and how it may be able to assist you or your clients. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon.